What's going on, Straight Talk About Life listeners? Thank you so much for joining me on today. If you're up at 6 a.m. over on the web radio station listening to me, thank you so much for joining me. If you're listening to me on any of my other platforms, such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Overcast, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Castbox, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, and TikTok. If you're listening to me on any of those 10 platforms, I would like to welcome you and thank you so much for joining me. It means so much because you could have been anywhere else in the world right now, but you decided to press play, and you are very much appreciated here. If you're new here, I speak about positive things, positivity, always. I'm going to motivate you, uplift you, encourage you. I'm going to talk about personal things that I know oh so well. I occasionally will get an episode idea from, excuse me, you guys, from listeners, from conversations I've had with other people, and I'll research that information and then just make a whole episode out of it. So, in today's episode, I want to say that you should watch the company that you keep, especially people that are really, really close to you, being your family, friends, lovers. Watch the company that you keep. And I know when we love these people, it is sometimes really hard to even think that they would be a snake or they have an agenda, they have a motive. Sometimes we're so blinded by the way we feel about people that we literally lose all common sense. It really just goes out the window. And oftentimes, you may think that the person that you have to watch the closest is someone that doesn't like you or someone that you may consider to be an enemy. No, 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 no. The way things are set up nowadays, in my opinion, I feel that you really have to watch the people closest to you. And that is so sad to me. But if I'm being real, and which I am, that is the god awful truth. Sometimes people are so envious, jealous, greedy that they will throw you under the bus. They would do whatever it takes to hurt you intentionally just to have one up on you. And I feel like as adults, we should have a life. Everyone should have a life. Some people literally don't have a life. Their life is made up of other people's drama and other people's business because they're so consumed with being involved in other people's lives that they forget about their own life. So, if you have your own life, your own journey, your own path, you do not have time to sit up, think about someone else's business, inquire about someone else's business and what they have going on because you'd be too busy trying to live your life, right? Or accomplish goals that you set in place. You'll be busy doing things like that. I mean, as adults, That's what we do. We handle our business. We take care of our children. We take care of everything that has to do with us. That's what we take care of. That's what we're supposed to be taking care of, not other people's business. So I was having this conversation. Excuse me, you guys. And I am getting over another call. So if I'm sounding a mess, forgive me, but just listen to the message, okay? But I was having a conversation, and I love these in depth conversations. Um, I was having a conversation with someone, and we were talking about people being involved in other people's bedroom business, right? In my opinion, don't eat me up in the comments or email me. This is just my opinion, okay? I strongly believe that whatever people have going on in their bedroom, outside of the bedroom, in the living room, and in the hallway has nothing to do with anyone else. That's their personal business. And why would anyone even care? That goes back to what I was saying earlier about people being so consumed with gossip and wanting to know what's going on in other people's lives so badly that they're just so concerned about who they're sleeping with and their sexuality and all this other stuff. It is just so sad to me because personally, I don't care what people have going on in their bedroom, in the living room, in the hallway, outside of the house, in the backyard, and in their car. I don't give a darn. I really, really don't. And usually, when people bring stuff like that to me, it's like my question after they're done talking, if I allow them to finish, it just depends. But my question is, why does this concern you? Or does it really matter? Like, I have really upset some people in the past with my follow up questions behind different things they brought to me because you're speaking to someone that's more concerned, which I'm speaking about myself. I am more concerned with trying to help people, trying to help people evolve, wanting to motivate people, trying to keep my head on straight. I have goals to accomplish. I am trying to stay on the right path and finish this journey. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm concerned about. I have children and I have grandchildren. So that is my focus. And what someone is laying in their bed behind closed doors doing with another individual has absolutely nothing to do with me. I don't care if they're gay, bisexual, if it's 10 people in the room. I don't care. And I would hope excuse me, I would hope that people would not think that I am cocky, conceited, or anything like that because that's where my mindset is. Because I'm none of those things. I just my outlook on life has changed so much as I've gotten older. And like I spoke about in the last episode, I am so thankful and gracious to the Most High for working on me, for making me want to be a better person, for helping me to evolve into the woman that I am. And if it's anything that's toxic, negative, I just don't want it brought to me. I mean, I can't control other people's mouths and what they say, but I will say this: I can control what I allow to come to me in my ears, because I can get up and walk away. I can hang the phone up. I could do all of those things. And I care so much for people, and I think that has really been my issue over the years, because in some situations I have cared way more than the other person cared. I just cared too much. And sometimes you can actually love someone too much. You can care too much and they take you for granted. They start feeling a sense of entitlement, like you have to love them. You have to do things for them. But in reality, we don't have to do anything that we don't want to do, because we all have free will. So when a person is doing anything for you, it's because they want to do it. They want to see you happy. They want to see you win. They want to see you evolve and all of that. So I just believe that we should all be striving to spread more love, more light to people. Stop hurting each other. And the way we're mainly hurting each other is through gossiping and putting people down, talking about what they have and what they don't have, what they look like, and all of that. It's time out for that. It's time out for talking about people, especially about their appearance. And I've heard so many different scenarios, especially from guys, because if I'm honest, I have in the past had a better relationship, better friendship with men than I have with females. And for whatever reason, but it's just always turned out to be that way. And from me listening to some of them talk, um, yeah, a lot of them are very materialistic, shallow. They want the baddest bees. They want a 10. You gotta have a fat booty, nice perky breasts, long hair. A lot of them will tell you the female has to be light skinned or a different race, and just all kinds of stuff. I've heard so many different conversations. And they know not to ask me questions because I'm gonna keep it real. And I've told some of them that, you know what? You keep sitting up looking over what you call the plain Jane or the basic female, someone that's probably probably don't have the biggest butt. She may not even have a huge chest. She may not even give people a second look, but she's probably the one that will make you the happiest. She'll probably be there for you when everyone else leaves. She'll probably support you when you don't have support from your friends and family. If you got sick right now, she'll probably be the one to make sure you're feeling better. She's probably the one that's going to ask you, how was your day and did you eat today? But those are the type of, excuse me, you guys, those are the type of women that constantly get looked over because, according to society's standards, they're not the bad bees. I had to tell one or two of them, just keep living, okay? Keep running behind what you think is the bad bee. And these females that you see on Instagram and TikTok, you think that that's perfect and that's what you want. Well, let's just say you do end up with a bad bee. She's probably really going to be a bad bee because she's going to give you a run for your money because you're not going to be able to afford her. She probably has a really nasty attitude. She may not be able to cook, clean, take care of children, or do any of that. She's probably very rude. It's so many things that will probably come with that bad bee that you were not prepared for. But you're so stuck on the physical appearance and what someone looks like, and the person that's really down for you and will love you no matter what is getting looked over. So, yeah, I shut those conversations down really quick. And I mean, they appreciated the advice coming from a female, of course, but I have to be real. Um, yeah, if you're looking for that type of female, just be prepared. Be prepared. The word didn't want to come out. Okay. Be prepared for everything that's going to come with her because she's probably going to be the bad bee. And you're probably going to want to send her back to where she came from. So, the moral of that story is, please, women as well, stop just looking at the outer appearance. It's very nice to have someone that's easy on the eyes, that's attractive. You take them around your friends, your family, everybody's, giving you a pat on the back because this person looks really good. That's really nice to have, okay? Okay. But when you take this person around your family, can they hold a conversation with them? Do they hold eye contact when they're talking to people? Do they greet people? Are they friendly to people? How's the relationship between them and your friends and family? Because if I'm honest, the older women in your family, your sisters, your aunts, they're going to pick up on that energy really, really quick. And they're going to be able to tell you, um, yeah, that's not the one for you. You need to take her back to where she came from. I don't know how I got on this, but I'm sure somebody needed to hear that. That's why it came across. Somebody needed to hear that message on today. So pick wisely, people. Basically what I'm saying, pick wisely. Pick someone that's going to stimulate your mind. Now, myself personally, an intelligent man that can hold a conversation is a turn on. That is probably number one on most women's list. Take notes, guys. Talk to her. Look her in her eyes. Mean what you say. Engage. Listen to what she's saying. Listen with an open heart. Because I tell you what, when I'm interested in someone and they're talking to me, I'm going to look them directly in the eyes. I'm going to engage. I'm going to pay attention to every single word that they say. Everything. That's what you do when you're interested in someone. You listen. No one should have to tell you to listen. This is just automatic because you're so intrigued with this person. You just want to know more about them. And me personally, I listen to everything. I listen to everything anyway, but if I'm feeling you, I'm going to listen to everything. You may forget what you said, but I'm not. And I believe that, we all should be that way, especially when you're getting to know someone. Pay close attention to things because I tell you, people will switch up on you. And you meet someone today, and 6 months down the line, they're telling you a different story. And it's like, wait a minute, that's not what you said 6 months ago. Because a lot of times, people, when you meet them, you're meeting their representative. That's probably not even them, probably not even their personality. They may just be pretending and acting a certain way because they want to be with you and they know what you like. Take notes. Take notes. They'll pretend to be interested in you, the things you like, the foods you like. Pretend to like to go to the places you like to go. They may even pretend to be into the same type of music. But I tell you what, that mask is going to fall off. You can only pretend for so long before you're exposed. And the real you is going to come out. And then what? What's next? What's next after you pretended for 6 months, a year, 2 years? Now you have to really be yourself around this person. And then they find out that you being yourself is really not what they're looking for. Then what? So the moral of that story is be yourself. Be who you are. Don't just flip and act a certain way just because you want to impress someone. Be your genuine self. And you know what? The person that really loves you, the person that will appreciate you, is going to eventually come. And there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing. And I would rather have someone that's interested in the real me and everything about me that's genuine than have someone that's, only into me because they think that I like the things that they like. Like, that is a messed up way to live. Really is. So if anybody out there is doing that, be yourself. Be yourself. You never know. That person may really like who you really are, and you've been pretending for nothing. It's someone for everyone out there. And just because you like someone, feeling someone, you want to be with someone, and they don't return that same energy, that doesn't mean that you're a bad person. You're not a good person. Don't be down on yourself. Pick yourself up. Hold your head up. Continue to throw love out there. Spread love. And I promise you, the same love that you have for yourself and the same love that you've been spreading to other people is going to find you. And you're going to recognize it when it comes. That love is going to look so familiar to you. Hmm. That love is going to feel like home because that's you. That's your energy that you put out there. So remain positive, spread love, be yourself, meet people, smile, smile. Sometimes those smiles are very contagious. And just because you're smiling, you may make someone else smile and make them have a great day. You just never know. Never know what people are going through. And just for no reason, just tell someone, hey, I hope you have an amazing day. Tell someone that they're special. Tell them that they have this. Tell them that they're enough. Tell them. Tell them to not give up. And just because you're saying that to them, that may alter their mood. They may have a better day. Maybe that was something that they just needed to hear in that moment. And when you're doing that and you're putting that love out there, that positive energy, guess what? Yep, like I said before, all of that is going to come right back to you. And I am constantly in my receiving stage, and I'm ready. I'm ready to receive abundance, love, prosperity, happiness, joy, everything that the Most High promised me. I'm ready. I am. And I feel it. I feel it right now. I know it's coming. So, you guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I really enjoyed it. And oh, this cold, oh my goodness. But I'm working on it. It's trying to hold me back, but I'm still talking. So if anyone wants to email me with comments on today's episode or any of my other episodes, you can email me at KIMIJO774 at gmail.com, and I will be sure to get back with you. Just please allow me at least one day to respond to your emails. Also, you guys, if you would love to subscribe to my, if you want to subscribe to my podcast, you can do so by going to Spotify. The monthly fee is $3.99, and I would really appreciate you guys. And I also want to say thank you to everyone that has subscribed so far. I appreciate you so much for just having my back, for constantly encouraging me, and you guys emailing me and subscribing and everything. I see it. I see all the love that I get. I'm thankful for all of my new listeners, and I'm thankful for my listeners that constantly return as well. And I'm thankful to the Most High for allowing me to have 10 platforms to speak, to tell my stories, to motivate, uplift, and encourage other people. I'm thankful. Have an amazing day, guys. I love you all. I want you to remember that the Most High loves you so much. And guess what? Hmm? You guessed right. I love you all as well.